Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into production news and some freebies and also a new transient on the market. Let's get into it. Let's go. In the production news, we're going to be talking about ARC on ear. Finally hear the truth in the headphones. Trying to figure out why did not get a pair of these. Work with confidence anywhere. I'm not going to explain it. I'm going to let Bolo explain this.
Some of the most popular speakers in a studio setting through your headphones. So yes, you can turn your headphones into some of the most popular studio speakers that are now on the market. And you can actually save the settings inside of here. So if you did have to take this on the road with you, or if you had to plug this in via an analog connection, it would still play back the same settings that you did in the software while it's connected and while it's not connected. Nobody has this technology right now. This is the first of its kind. However, they took it a step further. Now, with this new system, you can take this anywhere, whether using a digital input or an analog input, and it will still give you the same results inside of your headphones. So yeah, you don't have to plug this up to a computer. You can use the 3.5mm jack right here coming out of any source, and it will still give you the same playback settings that you set on your computer when you initially set it up. And there's even more. Now, with the software that comes with this system, you can now emulate some of the most popular speakers in a studio setting through your headphones.
Now, that's fire. Just to have an environment with a studio environment over your headphones and allow you to hear different monitors. But is it more?
So yes, you can turn your headphones into some of the most popular studio speakers that are now on the market. And you can actually save the settings inside of here. So if you did have to take this on the road with you, or if you had to plug this in via an analog connection, it would still play back the same settings that you did in the software while it's connected and while it's not connected. Nobody has this technology right now. This is the first of its kind. So say for instance, if I'm making a beat on my MPC and I want to route the audio out through my headphone jack, I can route it out to the 3.5mm jack on here. Then I can play it back through my headphones and actually emulate pretty much any of the most popular speakers on the playback in studio mode. And the crazy thing about it is you actually feel like you're in a studio. So it has all the ambience and you feel the room area of the studio as well. So it's not just like a contained feel. You actually feel like you're in a studio.
A little pricey for me, but shout out to Bolo for doing this little demonstration on how, it works and everything. I'll leave his video in the description. Next, we're going to be talking about, so you can get a Lander guitar for free, simply unlocking authentic guitar tones with Lander guitar, an expressive virtual guitar plugin with strumming, picking, and chord modes. With the start of a free trial, Convology XT, a convulsion reverb with extensive vintage and real spaces and libraries. So this is going to be Convology XT for free. Don't know for how long. Next, we're going to be talking about a new bus transient in the market. It's going to be the Arturia Attack Shaper. It's a professional transient shaper designed to give you instant control over the attack and sustain of your sound. From tighter drums to punchier mixes, it delivers it fast. So whether you're doing a 2-track or you added it on individual instruments, let's just listen to the snare, how it sound now. Use presets. Let's use snare. So we in the mid frequency. High frequency a change. More transient. How much transients you want in there. Over time. Increase time, the more the transients come out. less time, it's gonna dip. So it's giving you really great visuals on this. And we have the lows. Let's listen to the bus transit on this kick I have right here. Let's bypass this. Showing you the lows. Let's dive into it. Let's add some transient tone. So let's just select the master precision density as the preset for the master. And, you know, this is all subjective on how you hear your sound, but just adding a little bit more of a transient inside of the mix is going to bring more elements out, and it's just going to make fundamentally a great sounding mix with the bus transit. Let's hear this with the bus transit. So that was the bus transit by Arturia Attack Shaper. If you have a 2-track already finished, if you have anything, do a demo, try it out, and get busy. Next, we're going to be talking about a decent sampler by Venus Theory, has the Elevated Cinematic Horizon. The new release in the Auras project was born in the Novation Summit synthesizer, so this was sampled and collaboration with Venus Theory and others. So go check this out. This is going to be for the decent sampler for absolutely free. Go get creative with cinematic tones. And next is going to be the Formant is an effortless vocal tone shaper. You can still get this for free. Transform your vocals character with pristine Formant shifting and immediate controls. XY pad, the shape fast and playful, and go check it out. Just gave you value. Consider just liking the video and come back to this video up here. We're gonna see you on the next one. Peace.